Hello and welcome to this month's HubSpot tip of the month for May 2024. So this month what we're looking at is how to handle recurring subscriptions through HubSpot. So imagine the use case where you have a product in your product line. It could be something that is, say, relatively low value, and the whole point of, say, doing all the paperwork, the invoicing, the sending a quote, the sending the email, etc., to get something where, say, you make, I don't know, say $30 off the actual product or service itself. It's not worth the effort until, say, the fourth or fifth year when the person keeps on with the service. So for us, we provide website hosting. There's not a huge amount of margin in it. We add it as a service to help look after our clients. And for us to be able to, when someone needs website hosting, to be able to have a completely automated system that handles the email, the payments, the recurring billing, and the onboarding is significantly more streamlined than for us and optimized for us than doing all that by hand. So what I've got here is a contact record. It is in fact my contact record on our live system, and what we've got in this section here is this drop down which says auto generate products and services. When I click down here, I select website hosting, and then when I hit the save button, it goes off and kicks off an automation. So I will show you the automation in just a tick, so you can see what it looks like. So this ties in with our previous HubSpot tip of the month in April 2024, where we talked about the commerce feature in HubSpot. So if I go into here and look at subscriptions, I will open this in a new window. We've got the apologies, I also went to the wrong screen. When we go to the payment links, that's where we've got the website hosting subscription. So you'll see that we've got website hosting, that's the actual name of it. And if I click through to that, it will say that actually billing frequency is annually. So I'll update that one. We've got GST booked in. I will click the save button to make sure that that is sorted as well. So what happens is when we go into a workflow, we'll see that we've got the auto generate sales products and services. What I typically do is I've set it up so the trigger is if that drop down updates in the last 24 hours. So just because I've kicked off one auto product, I want it to actually have the ability of creating new ones as well on top of the ones that are existing one. So if we look at this one, it says if that field has been updated in the last last day, and also that we can re-enroll contacts back into this workflow. I definitely don't want it to be one-off. I have set it up so that the contact is set as a marketing contact, so they can receive the emails as well, the automated emails. And we've got a branch here that says, okay, based on what I've selected from the drop down, that then dictates which email gets sent to the prospect. So in this case, I've set it up for website hosting. It sends this specific email here, which essentially says, hey, welcome to your website hosting. Click here to get started. When they click on the link, it will take them to the payment page. And then as soon as they pay that, then it fires off an automation once again, which tells my team to set up web hosting for them. And then we've also got the automations to handle renewals as well. Okay, so I've just fast forwarded essentially a minute, but this is the email that gets sent to the prospect. So it essentially says, hey, welcome to your website hosting. Click here to get started. So I can actually click there, and I'll bring that over to here. And then we've got the payment page here where people can pay for their services. So I'll go ahead and complete that, and I'll show you what happens on the other side. Okay, so the payment has been made. I am, according to my system, I have just signed up for 12 months worth of web hosting. And if I go to the commerce section of HubSpot and select subscriptions, there you'll see this subscription sitting here. It's got some handy information, like when the next billing date's going to be, when it started. So if you've got a client ringing up saying, hey, when does our subscription, when do we officially kick it off, you can have, it'll show you the start date. And then also we've got our tabs for any subscriptions that have not been paid. So essentially that's your churn and anything that's upcoming as well, which is, I think, quite handy. So something that I've already done as well, just to show you some of the automations that sit in the back end, is I have created this workflow here. So if I go back to workflows, I'll show you how it works. If I create a workflow from scratch, this is if you're in the professional versions. If I scroll down to here, we've now got this option which is subscription based. And within new e-commerce as well, we've got like payment based, order based, etc. So some of them, we've got some new options here for different types of workflows that we can create. And if I do go back to the one that we created, I've set up a simple one here. So the trigger is that the last payment date was more than 300 days ago. And I'll just show you some of the options as well for other triggers. So we could have something like a last payment date down here. We could say it's less than 1 day ago. So that could be another email that says, hey, welcome to your renewal. And maybe if the last payment date, say, equals the date at which the subscription started, we could say like, welcome to your email, welcome to your subscription. Something else I also wanted to show you is that HubSpot has a built-in system. You may have noticed in the payment link, there was an option to, if I return to this one here, there was an option to set up that it auto creates a deal as well. So it's just allow this deal to auto create link new deals. So it automatically creates a deal in my pipeline. And if I jump to my sales pipeline, you can see I've got this website hosting via payment link. That's an automatically created deal as well. So I don't need to go into the system and create deals and try and track them. That's now sitting there as well. Now, if you did want to go ahead, you could potentially create the workflow off the back of the drop down that I selected. If you remember, down here. There we go. Just had to refresh the screen. So if you remember this one here, we could create the workflow off this as well to auto create, say, a lead. Excuse me, create a lead potentially. Okay, that's another option as well. So I did want to show you just some of the options in the back end so that you can here we go, so that you can create workflows off the back end as well. There's quite a lot of different options here. So if I just go back and add that back in, you'll see that there's a lot we can choose from. And we can always also link obviously back to the company, etc. But we could have churn. If they did churn, we could send an automated email. So if they didn't renew and they essentially dropped off, you could send an automated email to say, hey, like, 10% off or something like that, or some sort of email that says, hey, sorry to see you go. Can you fill out this feedback form? We'd love to know why you left. Something along those lines as well. So thank you again for watching. If you do have any questions on the subscription side of HubSpot, I think it's fantastic. We have, for us, we have a lot of clients who have, say, membership-based organizations, and for them this is absolutely perfect, rather than trying to get HubSpot to link to Xero and Xero to automatically send a renewal email and then connect that to Stripe. There's there's a whole lot of challenges with that. This makes it significantly easier, and should make, if you do have, like I said, products or services that renew subscription-based services, this is a really great solution for that. So thanks again for watching. Would love to see you in our next HubSpot tip of the month. If you haven't subscribed already, jump to our website and subscribe to get these straight to your inbox. And as I said, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in our next one. Thank you.